All right, guys, Mark Graham here with Grilla Grills. Today I want to talk about a very important thing here, guys. Maintenance of your grills, general taking care of them. This is to ensure that this grill performs well and lasts you a long time. So let's get down to it. So just opening the grill. As you can see, this one's been used here quite a bit by us. So some of the questions we get asked is the reason I'm doing this. People ask, how do we clean these grates? A million ways, guys. I've seen people take balls of tin foil. They scrub them clean. Obviously, we have the brushes, you can scrub them. I've seen people take them out and put them in their dishwasher. I've seen people take them out, bring them to the car wash. There's really no right or wrong way. Whatever makes you feel best. It's 1/4-inch stainless steel with all of our grills, so you're not gonna wreck it. Whatever makes you happy and how you wanna clean it, good for you. That works. For me, I just brush them clean and let the juices stay on there. So that's what's needed for the grate. The next thing people ask a lot about is the drip pan itself. Each grill has a different shape, but the same concept. You get this drip pan, do you line it with foil or do you just let it go? Big debate on social media. Is there a right answer? No. Me personally, I don't, because then I got to deal with the tin foil. However, I do see the benefits from it. If you do use tin foil, make sure that you kind of like pie crust it around the edges. If you let that tin foil flare out, that's going to erupt, or I should say disrupt, the airflow and cause the grill not to run right. We've seen this. So if you use tin foil, which is completely fine, use a thick, heavy gauge tin foil and wrap it tightly around the edges, especially around the RTD area. For me, like I said, I don't use it. All of our drip pans are stainless steel. Get a nice metal scraper blade, and I put it over a trash can and just rake it clean. They come up really clean, pretty easy. And it's very important to keep that thing clean, guys. If you do a bunch of fatty food and then you got that thing, you know, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch thick of grease and residue, next day you decide, hey, I'm gonna do some steaks, grease flares, guys. So if you're gonna do something above 350, 400 degrees, first thing I always do is like, oh boy, I'm cooking above 350. I take in there, I scrape it off real quick, saves you a lot of headaches. Trust me, I've been there, done that, I've learned from it. So whatever way you want, tin foil, keep it clean. Otherwise, just scrape it clean every now and then, and you should be good to go. So next thing inside, we have the heat shield, not much to do with this. And then obviously when we get in the grill, you're gonna see something like you can see here, if you can bring that in down. Obviously this one's been used. You can see we got some fly ash around here. You can see the burn pot has some residue in there. So the trick here is, guys, how long can you go? People always ask me, can I go a long time? Well, you can. Is it recommended? No. Have I seen people go a year? Yes. Is it again recommended? No. It doesn't work. It's not ideal. My general rule is 4 to 5 cooks, I vacuum it out. A couple things to think about. Any vacuum will work, but make sure that burn pot is cold. Those coals will stay hot in there for a long time, and as you interject air with a vacuum, you can spark those up, and I've seen people start their vacuums on fire. So be careful of that. I generally tell people, buy a cheap, like bucket head. They have these cheap little vacuums. Donate it to the grill. That way you don't have to worry about getting your wife's vacuum dirty or any other grill that you may have dirty. It just keeps it out here. It's very simple and they're cheap. So you just vacuum it out. Probably takes you more time to get the stuff out than it actually does to vacuum it out. So I'm gonna vacuum this one out real quick to show you how fast it is. Literally, that's it, guys. I mean, that was maybe 15 seconds down. That was really fast, but the idea is to keep that pot clean. It gets good airflow. It keeps your igniter out there in the middle. If that igniter gets buried by ashes, that can make longer, or I should say shorter, wear and tear on that thing, and it's all about keeping this thing lasting. So quick vacuum and you're all set. All right, guys, so we took care of the inside of the grill. So I want to talk about a couple things outside. Next is your hopper. So the hopper, sometimes people neglect it. They just keep pouring pellets in it, keep pouring pellets in it. Well, what can happen after time? All the fines or the small pieces of particles of pellets, as they break down, they basically get around that auger and start choking it off. And I've seen this way too many times. People are like, hey, my grill's not running right. Hey, it's really dusty. By the time they dig down all the way to the bottom around the auger, you see just a rock solid sawdust ball that chokes it out. So it's very important that at least every 4 to 5 bags, let that thing run all the way empty, vacuum it all out, vacuum your burn pot out, make sure that feed rate's solid, makes the auger run smoother, keeps the ash down. So that's very important. 4 to 5 cooks your burn pot, 4 to 5 bags, clean your hopper. and you should be in good shape for performance-wise. So how do you keep this thing looking nice? Huge debate on social, and I shouldn't say debate, but everybody's got their favorite cleaner. So I'm not gonna tell you which is the best. I'll tell you what we've used here from day one. And for the stainless steel, I've tried every nasty chemical in our machine shop here. And believe it or not, LA's totally awesome, which is like $1. Beat everything. It is amazing. The name is exactly right, totally awesome. I use that on the stainless steel, and you can see this one's pretty greasy here. You put that on the stainless, it takes that grease right off. And then for the painted surface, I use a hot soap and water if it got heavy grease buildup. But once it's all clean, I squirt the whole thing down with this Wyman stainless steel cleaner. It puts a nice sheen on the stainless, and it makes the black. It's kind of like Armor All on your tires, man. It makes the thing look great. It protects it. And it's the reason my almost 5-year-old silverback in my deck looks brand new. It stays underneath the cover. I take care of it. I stay ahead of it. If you get too far behind, it's a little harder to bring back. So just stay ahead of it with these simple tricks I told you guys. And this will make this grill last a long time, and more importantly, make it look good as well. And hopefully these tips helped you guys. A little bit of work goes a long ways, and that's what we're just here to help you guys get the best out of your grill. So thanks for watching.